Alrighty, hello. My name's Kyle Sweat. I don't know if you need to see my ID, but here's my ID. And last night I attended the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra. And I will say my first impressions were fantastic. The venue was beautiful. Um, Everything about it was very nice. I was not expecting um, what I had originally um, thought. I would say the performance was quite impressive. There were tidbits I liked. I didn't really. None of the music that was played last night was anything I've known. I'm familiar with Johannes Brahms a little bit, but not what was played last night. What impressed me the most was how passionate the artists were. I would say that they were really engaged, not only with the conductor, but they were very engaged with their craft. They were all immensely talented. Um, yeah, I will say what I did like about the overall performance, or at least my favorite part of it was the pianist playing before the intermission. He was quite incredible. I've never seen a pianist quite like perform quite like he did. Um, it was very dramatic, I would say. Um, it was probably like a 10-minute solo by himself, and that was right before the intermission. Um, and I something I really didn't know before taking this course was the etiquette, of course, with going to an orchestra. I mean, I've been to a few, but I was really young and didn't really, I wouldn't say know um, any orchestra etiquette, but um, I was kind of going into it. I wasn't really. I knew from reading in the course that um, it wasn't appropriate to necessarily clap after a song was over, even though you didn't know that the song was over, if that makes sense. Um, so what I did is I just kind of sat there and went with the crowd, um, took everything all in, and if the crowd clapped, so did I. If the crowd wasn't clapping, I wouldn't. Um, I was kind of like a crowd follower last night, you could say. Um, but overall, I thought it was a great performance. I thought, the clapping was kind of excessive. I think maybe the standing ovations could have been saved for the end, not necessarily um, after the solo, even though it was a great solo by the pianist. Um, yeah. If I had the opportunity to go again, I probably would not go again unless I was invited by a friend or somebody else.